Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is D-Man coming back at it again with another YouTube video. And today we've got our Week 12 recap. I'm having a fantastic Sunday. I don't know about y'all, but Titans won. I won in fantasy. We've got Clowney coming tonight, so it's a pretty good Sunday if you ask me. But we're gonna go ahead and go over some of these scores. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So we had the and as of right now, it is pretty much halftime here in the Bears-Packers game. So when I go over my player of the week, I'm not factoring in that game or the Monday night game. Who's playing Monday? I believe it's Seattle and Philadelphia. Yeah, Seattle and Philadelphia tomorrow. So we could get, someone pops off that game and they could get the player of the week. But I'm just going off of Sunday's games, and Aaron Rodgers has having another fantastic game. He's got 3 touchdowns already in the first half, but we're going to talk about another dude that had 3 touchdowns in the first half as well. So before we get into that, let's go ahead and go over this Panthers-Vikings game again. I was a little busy today. I wasn't able to, watch all the games. I normally, I have the NFL Sunday ticket, so I do hop back and forth between games. I normally have my laptop up and, watching 4 games, and I have the Titans game on, the big TV. But, yeah, I wasn't able to do that today, but I was able to watch the whole Titans game, so I know what went on in that game. Pretty legendary stuff, but I'm going to try and go through these games here and, just drop some knowledge off to y'all. So, Panthers and Vikings here. Vikings won 28-27. I don't know if this was a good game or it looks like it was a good game. Vikings a little bit of a comeback here in the fourth. Panthers, they got 2-glove Teddy back. That's all I know. Cousins looks like he had a good game with 3 touchdowns. Cook had a fumble, I'm pretty sure. Not the best game for him. As of right now, I think Derrick Henry's the best running back in the game. A lot of people have an argument for Dalvin Cook, but after his performance today and Derrick's performance today, I believe it's pretty obvious who the number 1 running back in the league is, as of Week 12. But hopping in the next game, we got the Cardinals and Patriots. I know Nick Folk hit the game winner in this game. Now, Kyler Murray didn't have the best game. I don't think he had one. Yeah, he didn't have 1 touchdown at all. Neither did Cam. Kenyon Drake had 2 touchdowns, so he played pretty well. But, not much happened in that game. Kind of a low-scoring affair. But, Nick Folk hitting the game winner there at the end of that game. Raiders and Falcons. Now, I didn't even watch any of this game, but what a stunner here. Like, I was watching the Titans game, obviously, and I was, looking at the scores on the bottom of the screen, and this popped up as like 30-6 or something. And I was like, oh my. And they ended up winning. They put up 13 in the fourth as well. Just to add, salt in the wound there, the Falcons and the Raiders. But this is pretty crazy, guys. 43-6, Falcons over the Raiders. Carr with no touchdowns. It's 2 field goals. I mean, this is an impressive performance by the Falcons here. Matt Ryan with 2 touchdowns. Irv Smith with a touchdown as well. And Calvin Ridley with another touchdown. I'm not sure how Julio did in this game, but looks like an impressive performance from the Falcons. Now, the Giants and Bengals. Giants just trying to stay alive, give them a chance to get in the playoffs. With that weak NFC East division, I'm pretty sure. The Giants in that division with, the Cowboys, the Eagles. Who's that other team in there? Oh, God. I think, is it the Bengals? It might be the Bengals, actually. But Giants, just trying to stay alive in that division to get in the playoffs. So, no, it's Washington. Excuse me there. So we got the Giants, Washington, Eagles, and Cowboys. Giants and it's so weird. I'm going by the team's nickname, and Giants and Washington, and I can't even say Redskins anymore. That's ridiculous. But Washington and New York, the New York Giants, they're both 4-7. Eagles 3-6-1. Cowboys 3-8. So Giants, as of right now, are leading that division at 4-7, which is kind of funny there. But for that game, I mean, looks like it was a close game. 19-7, a little bit of a low-scoring affair. Gallman here, I don't know how you say that name, but 94 yards and a touchdown, not bad. And T. Higgins with a touchdown as well. So couple guys there played pretty well. Now the Browns and Jaguars, this is another shocker here. The Browns almost pulled it off with Glennon at quarterback, who played pretty for old Glennon here. 235 and 2 touchdowns, so that is not bad at all. James Robinson again, he's got to get a rising star soon. Like 128 yards and a touchdown. He's been consistent in fantasy. I know he's gotten like 20. He's averaging like 15, 16, 17 points, somewhere in there. I think he had like 25 today. Again, James Robinson, he still doesn't even have a carded mutt, which is kind of crazy. So he better get a rising star soon. That's all I'm saying. And anything else in this game? I mean, Nick Chubb, again, he had a fantastic game as well. Mayfield, he had a fantastic game. A lot of guys with good games here. In the Browns-Jags game. Now, I'm pretty sure that was a fun one to watch. Browns just, held on to that lead. I'm not sure. I think they had the lead. I'm not sure about this game, but Browns prevail 27-25. Now the Dolphins, again, you got the 0-11 Jets. I would love for them to go in 0-16. I think that would be the second time in NFL history. I think that 2008 Detroit Lions team did that. Be pretty cool to see a team go 0-16. Now I know the Bengals were close a couple years ago. I think they went like 1 or 2-14 or something like that. But to see the Jets go 0-16, that'd be pretty cool, to be honest. But Fitzmagic, does what he does. I mean, it was against the Jets, so anyone that plays good against the Jets, really, I could probably go out there and play good against the Jets. But Fitzmagic here with 2 touchdowns, solid game for him. And yeah, moving on to let's actually skip that game. So actually, we'll go over it. Titans-Colts. This is a big game, guys. If we lose this game, it's not looking good for us. I feel like if we lose the game, we'll still make the playoffs, but we're gonna have to go like 4-1 to end the year. Like what are we? 8-3. So we've got 11. So we have 5 more games. So yeah, I think we go 4-1. If we were to lose this game, we have to go 4-1 to make the playoffs. And now with us winning this game, it makes it a whole lot easier. Schedule's a lot weaker than the Colts. We do have the Browns next week, so that should be a good one. Hopefully we'll be able to win that game. If we can win that game, I could see us winning out. Now the only other team we're playing is the Packers. I think in week 15 or 14. I'm not sure, but I know we play the Browns. We play the Lions. That should be a win. Then we play the Packers. Then we play the Jags and the Texans. So pretty weak schedule heading out to end the season. Now the Texans team, they're heating up, so I'm kind of nervous about that. But the Colts play the Texans next week. I hope big time Texans fan next week. If they can get that win over the Colts, that would be humongous. And if we were to win over the Browns, that would be very, very good for us. But yeah, Colts are a good team, guys, and they were missing a lot of people today. And I was thinking we were going to win, but not by 20 points. Now, Derrick Henry with a monster game, as we know. He had 3 touchdowns on 27 rushes. I said 25 before the game. I said 25, 30, 35 carries for Derrick Henry. He got 27. So that's exactly what I thought was going to happen with the absence of DeForest Buckner, that big guy in the middle, that big run stopper. Derrick Henry was getting, the offensive line very impressive as well. I love old Quisenberry there at left tackle, filling in for Taylor Lewan. He looks very impressive. And so does Saffold. He's been doing his job since, he was out, I think, for a couple of weeks. I think he was back last week. But have him back is fantastic as well. Ben Jones, again, he's one of the best centers in the NFL. And Nate Davis does his job. And who's at right tackle? I believe it's Dennis Kelly, or is it Tyson Brello? Someone over there, I'm not sure. But very impressive offensive lineman. From start of the game to finish. So very impressed with the O-line. Tannehill did his job as well, did what he had to do. He had a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. When Derrick Henry goes off like this, it makes Ryan Tannehill's job much easier. So, yeah, that's Titans football right there. Smash mouth. Once you stop us, we're going to throw it. You got to, I love old Arthur Smith. Now, sometimes I don't agree with his play calling, but I love when he keeps it balanced, mixes in the passing game, play action. pulls down the linebackers, and it opens it up for A.J. Brown. He had that big score as well. I mean, all around, just a great game, great performance for the Tennessee Titans in this one. So, yeah, Phillip Rivers, I mean, he had another good game as well, but he threw a pick. Breon Borders, again, a very impressive defensively, guys. Team looks pretty good defensively until it got to the fourth. They kind of got up some, garbage touchdowns at the end there, but overall, the defense looked pretty good. They were missing Jonathan Taylor as well, so a lot of missing pieces for the Colts. But again, very impressive win for the Titans. Now, moving on to the Chargers and Bills. Herbert, I think he threw a pick to pretty much seal the game. And I know Josh Allen played, okay, not the best game for him, but Bills prevail there. 49ers and Rams. I know Robbie Gould. I watched the end of that one. Robbie Gould hit that game-winning kick. Nick Mullins, very impressive performance, coming in and beating the Rams, 7-3 Rams. Very impressive win for the 49ers. Now, with them winning that game, that makes it a lot closer in that division with the Rams. I know, all four of those teams could still make the playoffs, which is kind of crazy with that wild card, with the situation with the wild card. You can have 3 teams in, so interesting there as well. The Saints roll over the Broncos. The QB-less Broncos, no quarterback. That was interesting to watch there. Yeah, 13 yards, interesting there. The Chiefs at the Bucks, another great game here. Tyreek Hill, we're going to be talking about him in a little bit as well, and so will we with Patrick Mahomes. Now, this was a very impressive performance. Tyreek Hill set the new record in fantasy points, so that's pretty crazy. He had 57.9 or 56. I think it was 57.9. Sets a new record. The previous record was Jerry Rice with 55 on the dot, I'm pretty sure. I beat him by 2 points. 3 touchdowns. I think he had 209, 200. We'll get to it in a second. Yeah, right here. 269 yards, 3 touchdowns. 269 yards, 3 touchdowns, 13 catches. That's pretty insane right there. But Chiefs, I wouldn't say they killed. I mean, it felt like the Chiefs had all the control of the game from the first snap to the last snap, but they were able to get the job done. Now, the Bucks did push here a little bit, 14 points in the fourth quarter, but again, imagine at the end of the game there, the situation they're in, the Chiefs, all they have to do is run the ball twice, and they leave Tom Brady with 20, 30 seconds on the clock. But Andy Reid and that offense is unreal to me. They throw the ball knowing if it's incomplete, they give Brady another 40 seconds if one incompletion happens just like that, and then they proceed to throw it again. That's just ballsy to me, but hats off to them. They were able to, beat Tom Brady. Now, I know Patrick Mahomes is 2-2 now against Tom Brady, so that's another thing to keep a lookout. So that was the last game, and again, that Packers game is still going on right now, so keep a lookout for that one. Seahawks, Eagles. I think Seahawks roll in this one. And Ravens, Steelers. This will be a good one. Now, I think the Ravens are gonna beat the Steelers. Actually, probably not, because Ravens are missing a lot of people. Forgot about that. Now, if this was played on Thursday, last Thursday, and everyone's healthy, I think the Ravens win. I just have that feeling. The Steelers are due for a loss. They're playing fantastic football right now, but I feel like that game's coming in. I feel like against a divisional rival in the Ravens, that could have happened on Thursday. Now, but with them missing so many pieces now, I don't think that's possible for them to go ahead and beat the Steelers. But, it is still a possibility, but I don't think it's probable. But, yeah, moving on to our predictions for Player of the Week. This is what y'all been waiting for. Now, Mahomes, I think he's going to get the Player of the Week. Now, the reason is, I'm talking about Madden here. Player of the Week, in my opinion, definitely Tyreek Hill. But Tyreek Hill just got that upgrade, but we'll talk about his +1 in a second. But moving on to Madden talk here. Patrick Mahomes, I think he's going to get the Player of the Week. He hadn't had an upgrade since his core elite card, but he hadn't had one upgrade all year. He's due for this upgrade. He's got 462 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did fumble the ball once, but 37-49, 462 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's an impressive day for Patrick Mahomes there. So I think he'll get the Player of the Week. And I think Derrick Henry should get a +1 overall, I hope. There's another guy I want to talk about too, Antonio Gibson with 3 touchdowns as well. He did get that Thanksgiving card. He got an 84 overall harvest card. So I don't know if he'll get an... if he didn't get that card, I think he would get an 89 overall card for Team of the Week. But then moving on to Tyreek Hill, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Tyreek Hill. Now, they could easily give him a +1, but the reason I think it's tough, guys. I think they will, because people would be outraged if they didn't. But I would understand why they wouldn't, because, you know, if you upgrade Tyreek Hill again, his card's going to shoot. I'm sure his card is already shot back up because people are expecting him to get a +1 overall. All you have to have is a 25 out of 50 Kansas City theme team, and then Sprinter maxed out to get him to 99 speed if he does get that +1 boost. So that would be insane. I'll say that they give him that +1 overall, but we'll have to see. I don't think it'll be interesting what they do about that, because he had a couple other guys that played well. We got Will Fuller here. He played fantastic as well on Thanksgiving Day. Now, the hero, it's interesting because you got Patrick Mahomes here and you got Jeremy Chin with 2 touchdowns. So, what I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes, he gets the hero. I'm going to say Jeremy Chin goes ahead and gets an 89 overall. So, that's what I'm going to say about that. I'm going to say Jeremy Chin with the 89 overall. I'm going to say Derrick Henry with like an 81 overall gets his +1 overall boost. Gonna see what they do about Tyreek Hill. I'm sure they're gonna give it to him. So we'll just say Tyreek Hill gets his +1 at like an 89 overall. Jeremy Chin gets his 89 overall. And then I'm sure there's gonna be another maybe Tyrell Adams here with 2 forced fumbles and 17 total tackles. That's ridiculous. We'll have to wait and see on defense. I'm not sure about that, but Jeremy Chin should get an 89 overall. If not, he'd probably get the hero if Patrick Mahomes doesn't get it. But I'm sure Mahomes is going to get this card. That's going to be my prediction is Mahomes Player of the Week. Derrick Henry should get his +1. Tyreek should get his +1. Fuller might get a good card. Landry played good as well. I don't think they'll give him I don't think they'll give Landry a card because you got so many good players. You had James Robinson, too, with a touchdown. Maybe they finally give James Robinson an 89 overall. Nick Chubb played well again. It's going to be interesting what they do with this Team of the Week. There's a lot of good performances throughout the league. So, yeah, guys, that is going to do it for the video. So, look out for that giveaway video. We'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm going to hopefully get a video out tomorrow. Probably won't have a gameplay on Clowney until maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, just because I'm pretty busy. I'm going to try and get this video up. I'm going to get the Team of the Week prediction video up tomorrow. I'm going to get the giveaway video out tomorrow as well. And I might do like a kind of a lineup update. Y'all were asking me to do chemistries, like a chemistry update for the theme team. So I'll go ahead and do that tomorrow as well when I get that Clowney in the binder. So, yeah, guys, with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Until next time, I'll see y'all.